Butcher D says, that's exactly how I wanted to start off 2025 with a win. Well, maybe my vision of the game was a lot easier than it ended up being, as Valencia goes up 1-0 early. Vini Jr. gets sent off with a red card after shoving the goalkeeper for Valencia. Weak. This ref was a joke today, but we'll get into it, guys. Valencia goes up 1-0. We're down to 10 men for Real Madrid, but it is never over for Real Madrid as we bring on Grandpa Modric, the 39-year-old Croatian, comes on, gets a goal, his first goal in La Liga for him this season. And then the 21-year-old kid from Birmingham, England, comes on and again scores the winner for Real Madrid as Real Madrid defeats Valencia today 2-1, and we are finally back where we belong at the top of the La Liga table, guys. And this is where I envision that Real Madrid will end up this season as well. But guys, in this video, we're going to be recapping the game, telling you some of my thoughts in this one, some of the disgraceful refereeing that we had, and some of the jokes that we had in this game as well. And I'll be talking about every single player in this video as well. So guys, let's get started. But before we get started, if you're new around here, I'm Dally with Dallyfc. I cover all things Real Madrid. At the end of the video, if you like the content and you want to see more from myself, please hit that subscribe button. Right now, guys, smash that like button for the Real Madrid win, and let me know in the comments who was your man of the match. So Midgety says, coming into this game, I made my match preview. If you guys want to check it out here, you can check it out. I was close to my match preview prediction. I said 3-1, it ended up being 2-1. Could have been 3-1, but we'll talk about that. But when it comes to the starting 11, I was very close to the starting 11 this week. So let's take a look right now. This was a starting 11 that Carlo Ancelotti rolled out there with Kylian Mbappe up top, Vini, Jude Bellingham, Rodrigo, and then midfield, Dani Ceballos gets a start. I said Camavinga. I thought Dani Ceballos was pretty good though today. I thought he was pretty good. Fede Valverde, Ferland Mendy, Rudiger, Tchouaméni, Lucas Vazquez, and Courtois as well. And as I mentioned, Ferland Mendy is finally back in the starting 11 today. And now, was he good? No. Both wingbacks have their issues. Lucas Vazquez and Ferland Mendy leave a lot to be desired. I'll be honest. There's a reason why we are looking for Alphonso Davies and Trent Alexander-Arnold. And will they be both playing together next season? Maybe. Are we getting both of them? I don't know. That's a story for another day. But when it comes to this match against Valencia, one of the things I mentioned in my preview that actually came to fruition, that I didn't want to come to fruition, was I would expect Real Madrid to come out and be a little slow. When you have a holiday break like this, and when you have players traveling around the world, whether it's Jude Bellingham to England to Dubai, whether it's Vini to Florida to New York to Dubai to Brazil, I don't know where he was, you're going to kind of be a little sluggish too. And the sluggish, that was what Real Madrid was today. A lot of poor passing early days in this game. And I wasn't really surprised. I can't be that surprised. Again, this is the first game back from that break. We should be getting better toward the end of January, but just coming back, I wasn't that surprised. However, the big issue was, how sluggish was Valencia going to be? Because unfortunately for us, guys, Valencia, they score early in this game, and really, it's just defensive mislaps again and again and again. It looked like Rodrigo was fouled in the beginning of this attack for Valencia. It looked like Rodrigo was fouled. If you guys disagree with me, or if you agree with me, let me know in the comments, but it looked like Rodrigo got stepped on. Valencia gets the ball, and they go down, and unfortunately, Mendy just seems lost. Mendy continues to seem lost. He's jogging out there. It's not good, and Valencia actually takes a shot. It's a good save by Courtois. Unfortunately, it's a little too late as the ball bounces off, and unfortunately for Real Madrid, Hugo Duro, if I said his name right, if I said it wrong, oh well, he's there to tap it in to put Valencia up 1-0 early. And unfortunately, the thing is with Real Madrid is we kind of have to go down to really be like, okay, we're actually playing. We're playing, guys. We finally need to actually wake up and play. And so if we are going to give up a goal, I think it's eventually inevitable, but I would rather have it be kind of early in the game where you can actually make adjustments and kind of refocus your brain, because unfortunately, we were kind of sleepwalking like the first 25 minutes of this game. And really, the rest of this half, I didn't think anything was that good. Here's some of my thoughts at halftime. It should have been a pen, in my opinion, in the 35th minute. So what happens is Vini, he runs into the box and he's shoved. And we don't even look at it. VAR doesn't even get involved. I guess they said it was weak. Guys, if you disagree with me, if you agree with me, let me know in the comments. Vazquez continues to be awful again and again and again. I talk about it, and I really hate talking about it, but I'll bring it up here. Vazquez, his biggest issue is he just doesn't know where to be. His positioning is terrible because so many times, guys, he's up here with Rodrigo, and this is really where his average player position is. And a lot of the times, guys are just getting behind him, or he's just misplacing where the ball is going to be. There was a time in this game, too, where he's just looking and watching the ball sail over him. And unfortunately, this is just kind of what we come to expect from Lucas Vazquez, guys. This is kind of what happens with him. My big thing, too, my big issue, and I talk about it, is we're not finishing attacks. And what do I mean by that exactly? When we are attacking, right? So many times we're just losing the ball in the final third, and we're not getting a shot off. We're not trying to force a corner or something like that, too. And what happens is you kind of get caught in no man's land. And what I mean by that, too, is Jude Bellingham's up here, Dani Ceballos is up here, Fede Valverde, Rodrigo, Vini. It looks something like this, right? Well, what happens is Valencia is able to counterattack and just kind of cut right through this midfield and really get on that counterattack immediately, too. If you are finishing your attacks and Jude Bellingham shooting the ball, if any of these front four are shooting the ball, you're at least forcing a save, forcing a corner, forcing something like that, which will allow Jude Bellingham to get back, Dani Ceballos get back, Fede Valverde, et cetera, and get back into position to not allow an easy counterattack. That's something I do think Real Madrid needs to continue working on, because really it's going to come and bite us in the ass eventually, especially when you're playing a lot better teams as well. Courtois, I just wanted to shout at him really quick. Now, does he give up the goal in this game? He does, but there was a couple times in this game, too. He had 4 saves in particular that we are lucky we have him, because he saves us so many times throughout the years. He's saved us so many times, and he saved us, I think, a couple times today, too. So I do want to shout out Courtois. I thought Courtois was pretty good overall other than the goal. And again, he had a really good save on the first shot for the goal, but really there's nothing he can do on the second one. Now, the second half, this is really where things start coming on for Real Madrid. This is really where all the action actually happens for Real Madrid in this one too. We actually get a penalty finally. We finally get a penalty. I thought we should have had one in the first half, but Kylian Mbappe was fouled inside the box. Really, there should be no discussion for that if there was a penalty, if there wasn't. But Jude Bellingham is the one to step up to take the penalty. And here's the thing. This is Jude Bellingham taking the penalty. And unfortunately, as you guys can see, it goes off the bar. And I do want to mention, Jude, I will give him his praise for today, guys. Don't worry about that. I hated the run-up. The thing is, for me, I don't care who takes it. You know, there was discussion by the broadcaster saying, should it be Vini, should it be Kylian Mbappe, should it be Jude Bellingham? I don't care who it is, as long as you make your pen. And the thing is with Jude that I did like from him is he didn't let this affect his mentality the rest of the way, because we'll talk about the performance that Jude Bellingham had in this game as well. And it didn't let him affect it, but I hated the run-up. I would rather Jude go up there and just smash the ball in. He was a little too cutesy with it, but I do think Jude will be okay moving forward. But yes, that's just one note I did have for that. But we could have came back there, guys, 1-1. And really, this is where I'm like, I don't know if it's Real Madrid's day. I don't know. We're not getting calls from the ref. You know, there's so many times in this game that we're constantly getting fouled, and the refs is just looking the other way, not calling anything. And I'm not saying every little thing should be a yellow card or anything like that, but eventually when a guy has like 5 fouls on him, let's give him a yellow. You can't let that behavior continue to happen. And unfortunately, guys, the thing is, especially in La Liga as well, is La Liga just kind of lets it happen too. It kind of gets dirty eventually too. And that's really where, you know, temperatures kind of boil over, and you see something like what happens with Vini today. And unfortunately, this continues to be the game plan for Valencia when we go and play over there. This is, I believe, the 3rd straight game that we've had a red card there at Valencia. It was Vini 2 years ago. It was Bellingham last year, which we should have won that game. And then it was Vini again today. And guys, I mentioned it on Twitter too. Vini, when he has a new haircut, is never a good thing. If you guys remember a time that Vini didn't have his classic haircut, that he had a great game, let me know, because I do not remember it ever. So whenever we see Vini with a haircut, and I'm not going to blame the haircut, guys, but I do think it's cursed a little bit. Either way, it looks like that Real Madrid is finally starting to come back a little bit. We have a beautiful link up, guys, between Vini, Jude, and then Kylian Mbappe. And Jude has a perfect little touch pass to Kylian Mbappe. And Kylian Mbappe looks like one of the best players in the world at this moment, because he takes the ball, cuts it past the goalkeeper, and slots it home. However, he was about this much offside. A little here. I'll show the camera. This much. He was that much offsides, guys. And unfortunately, we could have tied the game again and again at this moment. I'm saying it's not Real Madrid's day. Then it gets worse. We bring on Brahim and Kama, which is not bad, for Rodrigo and for Mendy. But one of the most controversial things in this game, and I want to hear from you guys in the comments below if you think this should have been a red card. Vini goes and makes an attack in the box, and nothing comes from it. However, Vini, after he's on the ground, the goalkeeper, I will try to pronounce this name. Stol Dimi Vesky. I think I nailed it. Right? Anyways, does he grab Vinny's new hair, or does he kind of push Vini, or like tell him get up or something? Whatever he does, he gets a reaction from Vini. And unfortunately, guys, that's exactly what he wanted, because Vini, he gets up and then he shoves the goalkeeper for Valencia, and he eventually doesn't just shove him. It slips up and kind of hits his neck, the side of his face, and the goalkeeper goes down, which was weak. This guy's like 6'5". He should not be going down from a simple shove like that. However, you cannot, if you were Vini, you cannot be fouling somebody. You cannot be shoving somebody, especially in the face, because what happens? VAR takes a look at it. And when VAR takes a look at it, everything looks way worse than it actually is, because VAR takes a look. What do you guys know? A red card. Vini is sent off, and Vini is pissed too at this moment too. Vini is yelling at the referee after he gets the red card. But here's the thing. Vini cannot be doing that. And this is the thing I've talked about time in and time again with Vini. Calma. Vini his mentality has to change. You cannot be getting just aggravated as much as he is getting, because it works. It works against when you were playing a team like a Valencia, when you were playing any of these teams in La Liga, and when eventually we are playing some elite clubs as well in the Champions League, they're going to try to get under your skin, Vini. And when somebody gets under Vini's skin, he doesn't play great. He retaliates like that. He's constantly looking for a yellow. He's always flashing the hands. He's always complaining like, give a card. And eventually he's going to get a card. He's going to get suspended. I think he got suspended a couple weeks ago. And then he gets suspended again in this one because he gets a red card. I don't know how many games he's going to be out, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Whatever it is, I will let you guys know in the next match preview for a La Liga game. And it might even be the Supercopa that he's suspended for too. I will let you guys know in the match preview as well for the next one. But again, Vini needs to calm down, and he does need to be maturing a little more too, because he cannot let this continue to happen, because we need Vini to be at our best. Real Madrid is at his best when Vini is at his best as well. And if Vini's not even available, you can't even bring him off the bench. He's not on the pitch at all. He's up in the box watching. It's never a good thing. So unfortunately for us, we are now down 1-0 with 10 men. I'm like, this sucks. This is not the day for Real Madrid. However, we have somebody special coming off the bench, because after Vini gets sent off, we bring on the most beautiful 39-year-old Croatian you will ever see, almost 40, turning 40 next year, as Luka Modric comes on. And Luka Modric does Luka Modric things. And Luka Modric links up with Brahim Diaz, Jude Bellingham, and Grandpa Modric, gets on the board for Real Madrid. Let me show it. Luka Modric gets one shot, 85th minute, to put Real Madrid to tie up the game 1-1. And again, Luka Modric is clutch. This is exactly what I want to be seeing from the Luka Modric role moving forward. He should not be starting from the first minute. You need his Croatian energy to come on, his magic, that Croatian wizard magic that he has to come on late in games. Whether, I think it's like the 60th minute onward. He comes on in the 80th minute for Dani Ceballos in this game. But you need that magic to come on. You know, him and Arda Güler, you can interchange them both, I think. They bring that little special something to be able to create something and to get a goal. And again, Luka Modric comes on to tie up the game 1-1. Then, a little later, the best player in the world, I'll say it now, and my man of the match, I'll say it again. Jude Bellingham comes clutch for Real Madrid, as Valencia actually betrays themselves and shoots themselves in the foot. It's a bad pass from them, and Jude Bellingham's the one to get the ball. Kylian Mbappe overlaps, but you already know who's going to be taking the shot. It is Belligol, guys, as Jude Bellingham shoots the ball. It's a beautiful shot, 0.31 XG, right-footed shot, low center, and Jude Bellingham hits the back of the net to put Real Madrid up 2-1 in, I believe, what time is it? The 5th minute of stoppage time in the 90th minute too. And this is just a beautiful goal for Jude Bellingham. And Jude Bellingham right now is back to being that Jude Bellingham that we saw last year that was so crucial for Real Madrid, because he is carrying this team. And at 21 years old, he is one of the most important players for Real Madrid. Without Jude, honestly, I think Jude is probably the most important player for Real Madrid. If you guys disagree with me, or if you agree with me, let me know in the comments. I'm very curious to hear what you guys think about that. But Jude Bellingham comes clutch for Real Madrid once again today. He easily could have had 2 goals because he missed that pen. He could have had 2 assists because Mbappe was about this far offsides. And this was just a special day for Jude Bellingham overall. It could have been a 10 out of 10 day, in my opinion. But Jude Bellingham, even down to 10 men, gets the winner, and we go up 2-1. And it looks like everything's going to be clear. No. The last final seconds, my jaw dropped, and my heart sank a little as Valencia gets one more shot, and it hits the post, and it looks like it's going to be bouncing in, but it bounces in front of the goal and goes out, and the ref blows the final whistle for Real Madrid ultimately to win the game 2-1. And at those final moments, I think everybody, all the Madridistas around the world can agree with me. I sank into my couch. My heart dropped a little. I thought that 100% was going to be the equalizer for Valencia. And luckily for us, we do have the crossbar and the post gods on our side. So again, guys, Real Madrid wins, and Real Madrid is back up top at the top of La Liga standings with 43 points as well, ahead of Atletico Madrid and ahead of the October La Liga champions, Barcelona, as well. So guys, after we talked about this game, let me talk about some of the players and kind of some of my thoughts and give you guys my ratings as well for all the players. So let's take a look over here at SofaScore. SofaScore gave their ratings, but we all know the ratings that actually matter are my ratings. So let's start in the back with Thibaut Courtois. I thought Courtois was okay today. You know, the 6.6 that they gave him, I think that's a little disrespectful. He did have a good couple saves in this game too. As I mentioned at the halftime thought, could he have saved the goal? Maybe. We put Courtois in a lot of bad positions, but I thought overall today he had a good couple saves that kind of saved us a couple times because Valencia, they probably could have had at least 2 goals in this game, if not 3 even. So I would probably give Courtois probably a 7.5. I thought he was good overall today. I did not think he was as bad as the SofaScore rating would give him. Lucas Vazquez continues to be terrible. 5.2 for Lucas Vazquez. You know, the thing is, too, a lot of you guys, when you guys talk about it in the instant reaction, you're saying, you know, he's a winger, Dallas. He's an attacker. I get it. I understand what you're saying there. Unfortunately for him, he's playing that right back position. And playing that right back position, I do expect you to do some defense. And unfortunately for Lucas Vazquez, he offers nothing in the defensive end. So not a great day, again, for Lucas Vazquez. Again, am I surprised? No, I'm never surprised with that. Now, Tchouaméni, I thought Tchouaméni was actually pretty solid today. Defensively, he was a lot better. You know, the thing is with Tchouaméni, too, in the air, he didn't really have to deal with anything, too. And he did take 2 insanely long shots. But the thing is, I'm not that mad at these shots. I think if you can go a little closer, Tchouaméni, you're going to hit some of these goals. I've seen what you can do for France, for the national team there. You can hit some of these goals, these Fede Valverde sort of range goals. They just need to be a little closer to on target, too, because if anything, even if it's not a goal, the goalkeeper's not going to be able to save it because there's so much pace on this. So maybe the ball can bounce back, and maybe a Kylian Mbappe, Jude Bellingham. Jude always seems to find those kind of balls and can kind of tap it in maybe. Wouldn't mind that from Tchouaméni. But again, defensively, I thought he was pretty good today. I'll probably go like a 7.3 overall for Tchouaméni today. Rudiger, I thought he was okay today. I'd probably go a straight 7 for him. He moves over to the midfield today, too, which was a kind of a weird move, too. I did like the aggression that Rudiger was playing with and the intensity as well. So overall, he didn't do anything fantastic. A good couple long balls in this game, but nothing great. So probably a 7 again for Rudiger. Mendy, now just coming back as well. Did not think it was a great day as well. I'll probably go like a 6-1 for Ferland Mendy today. He continues to kind of get lost, too. And whenever he has the ball, I did it in the live reaction. I will do it again. He's looking like this. He looks so scared when he has the ball. He has no idea what to do with it. And unfortunately, you kind of need to be doing something with it, Mendy. He did have one cross in this game that I thought was good, and I would like to see that more from Ferland Mendy moving forward. But again, not a fantastic day overall for Mendy. Fede Valverde, I thought Fede was okay today. There was a good couple moments in this game. You know, there could have been bangers only because it looked like he was going to be hitting one of these goals. Unfortunately, I think it was this one right here. This one was a little too high. I thought we actually had a good couple chances. He was doing pretty good on the defense. His defensive work rate, I thought it was overall pretty good. I'd probably go 7-2 for Fede Valverde. Dani Ceballos actually surprised me. I think 7-4 is what SofaScore gave him. I think that's a fair rating. You know, the thing is I do like about Dani Ceballos is he has that vision that not a lot of players on this team have. You know, Jude Bellingham has it. I think Fede Valverde has it sometimes. Dani Ceballos seems to kind of see that through ball pass that not everybody sees. He was a little wild today, but I do like what I'm seeing overall from Dani Ceballos. And it is actually nice having somebody in the midfield who can get a start instead of a Luka Modric, something like that. And it is nice to have a rotation piece in Dani Ceballos. So overall, I was happy with Dani Ceballos today. Now, when it comes to the two Brazilians, I thought both were bad. I thought both were bad today. Rodrigo, it didn't seem like he was touching the ball that much in this game. 48 touches. It just seemed, even then, I don't know. I just don't know with Rodrigo. Again, I don't know if he's a right winger at the end of the day. Is he? No. But he's going to have to adapt. Like, he just needs to be over here. I did like that he was actually staying more on the right wing. I wish his crosses were a lot better because he leaves so much to be desired, in my opinion, on the crosses. But not a great day overall for Rodrigo, in my opinion. Probably a 6-5 for Rodrigo today. And then when it comes to Vini, you know, the thing is with Vini, he had some moments in this game. This one could have been a goal, the 43rd minute. This one probably could have been a goal. It was saved. And even this one, I thought the shot could have been better. Vini wasn't as bad as the rating would say, 6.2. Unfortunately, that red card carries such a high weight for Vini that I probably have to go like a 6.5 for Vini as well, because he just needs to calm down. He needs to not have the reactions that he's having. It is just insane from him. When it comes to Kylian Mbappe, guys, I thought Kylian Mbappe was pretty good. You know, if he would have got that goal, it would have been a lot higher rating for me. Probably a 7-1 for Kylian Mbappe today. He could have done better. This was not the best day for Kylian Mbappe. But the thing is, he didn't have those like long balls, those through balls that lets Kylian Mbappe go one-on-one with a defender and eventually goes one-on-one with a keeper. He didn't have any of those today. And that was really lacking, in my opinion, too. You need to be seeing a lot more of that. And the thing with Kylian Mbappe in this game, his movement was good whenever he was not in the final third. Whenever he was in the final third, I didn't love it today. I feel like his touch isn't as good as in his dribbling's nowhere near like what a Vini or even a Rodrigo or even like an Arda Güler, in my opinion. Whenever it's like tight quarters, stuff like that. I think Kylian Mbappe, though, if he can get the ball out wide, if he can get the ball on a run with a through ball, with a long ball, something like that, I thought his passing was pretty good overall today. And his goal, which should have been a goal, it was so close, was fantastic. But I do think we are finally seeing more and more from Kylian Mbappe. I expect more from him moving forward, and I would like to see us supply him with a little more, like I said, those through balls, those long balls, stuff like that. But overall, it was a good day for 7.1. So you guys tell me, average day, I guess, for Kylian Mbappe. Not a good day. Then let me go subs real quick before we talk about this glorious man, the hottest man in all of Europe, guys. Brahim Diaz comes on. Brahim Diaz makes plays, guys. I'll go 7 for Brahim Diaz. I was very happy with him when he comes on. Speaking of coming on, Camavinga comes on. Camavinga should be starting every single match moving forward. I was a little annoyed that he didn't get the start in this game, but Camavinga comes on. He makes things happen. One of the biggest changes when Real Madrid was down is Camavinga comes on. He kind of changes the flow of the game. Camavinga was fantastic in my opinion. 7.4 in my opinion for Camavinga. What a man. Luka Modric goes 8.1 for Luka Modric. He only plays like 20 minutes in this game. It doesn't matter. He gets a yellow card. I think he'll be suspended. But what a goal from Luka Modric to come on when Real Madrid needs him most. Luka Modric comes on. Raul Asensio, shout out to him coming on. Gets a really funny clearance in my opinion. But otherwise, I won't rate him because he came on super late in this game too. But when it comes to my man of the match, I said in the live stream, I said it already in this video. I will say it again. Jude Bellingham was my man of the match. I'd probably go a 9-3 for Jude Bellingham today. This could have been a 10. This could have been a 10 out of 10 game for Jude Bellingham. He could have had 2 goals if he didn't miss that penalty, and he could have had 2 assists as well if Kylian Mbappe just stayed this far onside. We could have had a 10 out of 10 game for Jude Bellingham. However, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, Jude Bellingham comes clutch when Real Madrid needs him most and gets that winner for Real Madrid to defeat Valencia 2-1. And again, guys, I will say it again, the hottest man in all of Europe, the best player in the world right now, in my opinion, is Jude Bellingham or even Mo Salah. Shout out to Mo Salah. He's balling over there for Liverpool as well. But yes, I will probably say Jude Bellingham. Bias, maybe a little. But Jude Bellingham is my man of the match. Guys, let me know in the comments who is your man of the match. And guys, I will be bringing you my match preview for the Copa del Rey match coming up here very soon. Can't wait to be doing that. If you guys made it to the end of the video, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Like the video. Let me know in the comments what's your thoughts about the game. What a day to start for Real Madrid. What a match and what a way to start off 2025. So guys, again, like the video. Subscribe if you're new around here. Guys, I will see you in the next video as well. Guys, it's been Dally with Dallyfc. Cheers. Real Madrid.